You are the cutest puppy in the whole world. You know that? Yeah, you're really cute. Hey there guys, it's Joe with sloppyjoesshredshack, and today we're going to be installing my Line 6 Helix rack into an actual rack unit itself so I can make a live rig out of it. Anyways, let's go on this little adventure together. Alright, if you haven't seen my face before, welcome to the Shred Shack. My name is Joe, your host, and anyways, like I was saying, if you haven't seen my face before, definitely click subscribe, smash that bell notification, and follow me in all of the upcoming videos. Links to all the products that I have here are going to be in the description box below, and links to my social media pages will also be down there. But anyways, let's get to the good stuff. Alright, so as you guys have seen in my demos and different things like that, I've been using a Line 6 Helix for quite some time, for a while. I'm not using the floorboard unit, I'm actually using the rack unit because I intended on making a small rack out of it. One, because I thought it looked really professional, and two, I didn't really want my Helix to be on the floor because a lot of things can happen. A lot of the shows that I seem to play tend to be more DIY shows, and it's really easy for someone to accidentally spill a beer on your equipment, and I don't want someone spilling a beer on a $1,500 piece of equipment. So if they are going to ruin anything, I'd rather them ruin the Helix control, which is substantially cheaper. Still very expensive, but it is a small insurance policy on my part. So the next question is, what do we need to even make a rack unit for our Helix? Well, there's a few things. One, we need a rack itself, right? So this is a 6, you can't see my face, I'm gonna do Wilson of Home Improvement here, but howdy neighbor. Anyways, I bought a 6U rack case so I could fit all of the components into it. The next thing you're gonna need is a power amplifier. So this is going to be the actual thing that powers the guitar cabinet itself. Now this isn't particularly necessary, but it is a power conditioner. This is definitely going to help kind of do a cheap insurance policy for you. If you have a power surge, you want this thing blowing up and not your power amp and your Helix. And lastly, we have our Line 6 Helix here. This is a 3U unit, a 2U unit, and a 1U unit, which adds up to 6U, which is what my rack is. 6U rack. I don't really know what the U stands for, but I'm assuming it's it means something. But anyways, it's like kind of like the space that the actual piece of equipment takes up inside of a rack. So the rack that I got is an XS Pro. I just bought it off Amazon. I believe it was like 98 bucks or something like that. It came in 4 days, so it was pretty good. It doesn't qualify for the 2-day shipping. And it's what I'm looking for. It's a little bit, it's very good quality, but it's you know, it's not like a Gator or anything like that, but this thing can probably take a good beating. Now, honestly, I don't plan on throwing this off a roof anytime soon, so I don't think we have much to worry about there. So let's pop this thing open. All right, now that we got this thing popped open, it looks like there's a little baggie of screws in here. So we're gonna take our knife and cut that out real quick. Alright, so inside the rack we had these. This is to connect all of our equipment to the actual rack itself. So now we're going to tip this thing up. We're going to start taking a look at what we can fit in here. Alright, so for me, I kind of want to put the power conditioner on top, right here. Then, I definitely want to put my power amp right below the power conditioner. Now you can put these in any way that you want. And then lastly, I'm gonna be putting the Helix in on the bottom. So, boom, now we have our rack set up. All right, and just so everyone can see here, there looks like there's a little screw and a little plastic washer. Not that we can really see it. I'm gonna see if I can see it better there. A little plastic washer that that you put in every single slot. So you're gonna see me, it might be a little bit hard to see. I'm gonna see if I can move this camera a little bit closer and see if we can get a better close-up of what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna strap in the power amp first because it's a little bit easier to see on this camera. And then we're gonna take our screw gun here and screw it right into the rack. Now, you don't wanna over tighten it because you do not wanna strip your rack out. You don't wanna strip the screws out. Once it gets a little snug, stop. They're good to go. All right, so we got the first one in, and then I'm just gonna go around the entire rack and do it that way. Now, another little secret real quick is that you definitely don't want to cross thread your screws. That can damage a lot of stuff. So when you put these screws into your rack here, make sure that they are flat and they're fitting really well. If at any point it gets really tough to turn right off the bat, don't try to turn it. You'll get that screw one stuck in there or damage it or damage the rack or the screw itself so your piece of equipment can't go in, and then it causes a whole nother litany of issues. So just be careful, make sure that we're not cross-threading our screws here, all right? All right, so now we got everything installed. You can see it in this other camera here. We got the power conditioner right there. We got the power amp right there that's gonna power our guitar cabinet. And then this is our Line 6 Helix. So that's the part one of the installation of this thing. Very easy. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. But anyways, if you like this channel, definitely click subscribe, smash that bell notification, and follow me in all of the upcoming videos. Now, you can also hit me up on Facebook. Just pretend this is a keyboard and type it into your browser, you silly goose. Or you can hit me up on Instagram at sloppyjoesshredshack. Now, like I was saying, we're gonna be doing all the cable connecting shifting in the next video, and then I'll probably plug in the guitar cab and see what this thing sounds like in that same video, maybe in a part 3 video. Haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that yet, but anyways, later!